let me tell you a story about a woman named Julie. Julie suffers from intense, debilitating migraines and has roughly 20 a month, enough to keep her out of the workforce indefinitely. And whereas she is generally a pretty positive person, about a year ago, she was really going through a rough time in her life because of her migraines. But one day, when she went out to check the mail, she discovered a small package addressed to her. And upon opening it, found a little pillow in a Ziploc bag, along with an explanation. The pillow had been hand-sewn for her by a middle school student right here at Collegiate, who had heard about Julie's struggles and wanted to let her know not only that they cared, but that they were here for her. And whereas Julie's name has been changed, she is a real person, one who really does suffer from migraines, and one who was impacted a great deal by a little gesture that a middle school student made during his or her free period. She still not only has, but cherishes her pillow to present day. That's why, in 2013, with the help of my friends, I founded So For SOS, with the goal of helping people just like Julie. The mission of our nonprofit initiative was for it to serve as a platform for youth all across the country to come together and make an impact in our community through the sewing of miniature pillows with kind and inspirational messages stitched on the inside. These pillows were then sent to struggling individuals, just like Julie, all across the globe. During the 2 years that we ran So For SOS, we had the privilege of helping nearly 1,000 people, just like Julie, across the globe. But trust me when I say that we would not have been able to get our initiative off the ground, let alone grow it to have the international presence that it did, had it not been for technology. You could say we had this privilege that the previous generation didn't have access to, the internet. And it was absolutely critical when it came to spreading the word about and funding So For SOS. You see, there was once a time when adults were the only individuals with the platform to bring people together, and therefore the only ones with the resources to spur positive change. But now, thanks to the internet, the playing field has been leveled, and youth and adults alike have the opportunity to serve as catalysts and proponents in our community. Because trust me, fellow underestimated youth, when I say that we have the world at our fingertips. You've had the opportunity to see all these wonderful speakers up here on this stage talk about a wide variety of topics, all related to our theme, Made in the Future. But here's what I propose. We are in the future. Because if you had talked to somebody 50 years ago and said, listen, in 50 years, youth and adults alike will have the opportunity to connect with the world at the push of a button, they would have called you crazy. However, a recent study in 2015 shows that 92% of teens report going online at least once daily, including nearly a quarter who claim that they go online almost constantly. Little did they know that this would be our reality. So let's take advantage of it, because if we're already online so much to the dismay of our parents, we might as well make something good come out of it and unite people for a common cause. Because there is no need for us, as the next generation, to wait for the future. Because right now, we can shape it. So the next time you have an idea, never think that you can't accomplish it, just because of your age. You'll be surprised by what you can do with technology at your disposal. I know I was. Thank you.